Mike King here. Well, I hope all of you had a wonderful holiday. I hope you got rest. I hope it provided you with time to be centered, to have inspiration, and to come back refreshed. You've done such a wonderful job for us over this past year. It's been a difficult year, a challenging year, and goodness gracious, that difficulty continued this week with the horrible events at the nation's capital. And despite that happening, I wanted to especially assure you that during these past days and weeks, Volunteers of America has been on the forefront of trying to communicate with our new Congress, with our President-elect through the new transition team on the issues that you care the most about, the things that you have been talking to us about and that we've been taking before our congressional leaders over the last several months. I want to assure you that has continued at a high pace through individual contacts as well as through coalitions that we're members of and joining with our nonprofit colleagues in putting these issues out there, which helped actually pass this second round of support that just happened just before the end of the year. But also we're looking to continue that support going forward, especially in the PPP program, expanding that to the nonprofit organizations that have more than 500 employees. Also, the expansion of the charitable giving above the line clause that we got approved last year, that we want to see that taken to another level. And of course, the continued support of our affordable housing and the incentives for that and the services through Health and Human Services. Just know that we continue on this pace and we have, if anything, picked up our pace. We're not going to let the events of this past week slow that down at all or impede that at all. In organization, I just want to share a thought with you today. Not the answer. I think the answer is out there with all of us, but things that I've been pondering, if you will, over the last several days, and that is organizationally, we're moving into this period of time now that's going to be really COVID recovery over this next year. No one is quite sure what the pace is going to be. It's already moving a little bit slower than what we had hoped as far as just the vaccine distribution. That's just kind of slowed things down. We hope that will go as fast as it possibly can and get us all protected and well as we possibly can be. But still, there's a dilemma there, and that dilemma is how do we balance going forward, providing as leaders and as an organization the stability that is needed, the stability after a year of instability, the stability that we need as an organization, things that we can count on going forward, along with the innovation and changes that we can implement and make based on the lessons learned we've had this past year. We've been phenomenally nimble. Many organizations have. We've seen wonderful innovations, and now is the time as we move into this recovery period for us to do that balancing. Where do we need to be stable and consistent? And at the same time, where do we need to be risk-taking and take these lessons that we've learned and these new innovations that we've created in the past year under very unique circumstances and really embed them into our organization to expand the use of these new technologies and these new methods and these new ideas. That's really where I am right now, and I wanted to share that with all of you transparently and hope to kind of get that thinking going on among you and among your colleagues. And then going forward here, I'm going to provide some opportunities for us to give ourselves some feedback on this and to have this as a point of dialogue for us, because I believe this is in fact the challenge that every organization and entity will face going forward in this particular year of 2021. And that goes without saying, thank you so much for what you have done, what you have been doing, and absolutely for what I know you're going to do. God bless you.